Someone rip ass then? Sounded like a dirty fart came through the microphone. Someone.
No,
on someone's
not me.
end.
No.
Yeah,
It wasn't
Andrew.
me either.
All right. Anyway, the mystery of the forgotten fart will go unsolved. Welcome, everybody, to this episode of the official podcast, episode 237. Both Andrew and Kaya are running on fumes. Kaya's been up all night watching boxing as well as conspiracy videos. Andrew, I don't know what the fuck Andrew was doing. I think he was just jerking off or something. What were you doing, Andrew?
I was playing some Pokemon.
There we go.
Yeah.
And Charlie, I assume he's a well-rested boy. And
I'm
so am
good.
I.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, that's good to hear. So how are
good.
we all feeling this week? I've got topics and stuff, but I figured, we might want to just chat for a bit, get to know each other.
Okay, this entire
break
show
the ice.
hinges on you two then. Charlie and Jackson, it is your responsibility, your duty, your God-given duty to entertain us with your
Jesus
topics.
Christ.
What's funny is I
before we
actually
do-
had a topic, but sure. Go ahead.
Well, hold on.
Okay.
You watched the YouTuber versus TikTok boxing, Kaya?
No.
Oh, I thought Jackson just said you watched.
Yeah, wait.
Boxing.
I thought he did. Someone told me that he did. Someone lied to me.
Who? Did
Brady
Brady,
told me that
tell
you
you?
guys-
No,
yeah,
this is
Brady.
Brady now. Okay, Brady's becoming a fucking villain in our community. Brady, our moderator, he's now been streaming these fucking YouTuber fights. He's been buying these YouTuber fights like Logan Paul and Jake Paul or whatever the
dear.
fuck his name is, and TikTok versus YouTube. Like, no, I do not watch these things. He does.
Oh.
Do not slander my name.
I actually wanted to watch the YouTuber versus TikTok one though because
It was-
okay, go.
I was gonna say it was kind of fun. I didn't watch it, but I watched all the highlights today. There was like
Yeah.
3 fucking knockouts. At least there was actual punches thrown. Like FaZe Jarvis, the guy who was crying over Fortnite, he knocked the fuck out of somebody in like round 2. Like brutal. It was pretty good. And then Austin McBroom treated some douchebag, I forgot his name, like Bryce Hall or something. Treated him like a goddamn punching bag, man. He was just beating the shit out of him. So it was at least fun for the highlights.
From what I understand, the YouTubers won pretty handedly, like 4-1, I think. And then there was also one YouTuber who basically quit the tournament like an hour before because he was too worried that due to the weight differences between him and his opponent. Apparently, he pussied out at the last second, which is pretty funny. I think it was Tanner Fox. I think. I
Oh,
don't
really?
know. Yeah, apparently they
Who
didn't
are these
fight.
people?
The
don't
YouTubers
know.
and TikTokers. They've got Tanner Fox is like 10 million subscribers, so he's a somebody. But yeah, apparently he disappeared and quit the tournament 10 minutes, like an hour beforehand because of the weight differences. So that's kind of embarrassing for YouTubers.
That is kind of embarrassing.
I'm
But
ashamed. now.
yeah. But yeah, altogether, a pretty fun event, I think. Much better than the other event.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I thought Kaya watched it, so that's a shame. I was going to get his input.
I did not, and that was a terrible topic. Andrew, please save us.
Oh, you want me to go? Okay. So we are recording this. Those of you out there listening, if you're not listening live, I'm sure most of you ascertained by now that we record these ahead of time. You have time to edit them and whatnot.
E3?
What? Yeah. That's
Oh,
what
you
I
gonna
wanted
talk
to
about
bring
E3?
up. Yeah. So, boys,
Fuck yeah.
realistically, does anyone care about E3 anymore? At all?
I love E3. I love E3 when it's
Well-
good. I love when it's
yeah,
like constant
no,
news coming out and stuff.
Hear me out, though. The real only saving grace of E3 in the last few years has been laughing at it. Because we
Fuck yeah.
don't need a giant
But that's
stupid
fun.
show to point out all these releases, because with like directs and all the games having social media and announcing when they're coming out, E3's a relic. We don't need it anymore. It's like cable TV, because everything is just announced when it happens. You don't need one big show every year to announce everything.
They're video games. As video game announcements, we never needed them. It's just fun to have all these announcements in one spot for one day. It's like a
that's-
it's like a festival of virginity. It's great.
But that's not
Who
my
doesn't like
that's
E3?
not my point
Come on.
though. That's not my point though. My point is that it's a relic of like earlier internet and such, where you only had so many sources for so many things, and where it was, you know, journalism on games wasn't as widespread and as huge and everything. The whole point is that in the modern internet, any game can just start up a Twitter and go, hey, here's our trailer. And it'll get more views than it would at E3 potentially.
But where's the fanfare?
Yeah,
It's
there's
not
no
as exciting.
fun there.
But that's my point. There's no fun anymore at all because the E3s are entirely direct now, so there's nothing to laugh at or make fun of. It's just a series of advertisements now when it used to be really dumb, awful live shows and performances.
Well,
That's
the only
not
reason it's
entirely
like that
true.
is because of COVID, right? They were still doing that up until COVID.
But
Not even. Yeah, but
No, they did. Ubisoft
E3
and Microsoft and Sony all had conferences in 2019, didn't they? Or is that when Sony quit?
No, you guys remember in 2019? Didn't they? Didn't Sony have that guy playing that really cool instrument
right.
for Ghost of
the
Tsushima?
flute.
He was like,
yeah,
ding,
and
ding,
they don't
yeah.
and they don't do that this year. It's
No,
all,
it wasn't a flute. It was like a sitar.
Right.
Remember, it was like
was
it had like the classic ding.
yes,
ding,
but they
ding,
don't do
ding.
that
And
this
they're not
year.
doing
This
that
year,
anymore. That's my
E3
point.
Is
That's
fucking
because of
dead.
COVID.
Okay, put up your hands. Who watched E3? And I'm ashamedly putting up my hand right now.
E3 has it started?
Uh,
so
yeah,
we're recording this on
yesterday.
the 14th, 12th, right?
Yes, we're
Today's the
recording
12th for
this
you
on
guys?
the. It's the 13th, Jackson. But yes,
Well, it's the 13th for me.
E3 started
but I don't know
yesterday.
about
And E3, for those who are smart enough not to watch it, I'm not. I'm a fucking idiot. I decided, hey, I'm gonna stream this. Big mistake.
yeah.
It's like pre-recorded segments, and they have 10 minutes at a time. They will just show you a video of a video game character just walking. Like, it'll be the main character of Assassin's Creed just walking in a city. And that's it for 10 minutes.
Did you guys not read the fucking schedule? Why would you tune into the Ubisoft conference? Jesus Christ, you idiots!
'Cause
It's
Ubisoft-
Of course it's gonna be
Ubisoft is
shit.
also-
Why is
no-
there a
yeah.
loading screen at all, Jackson? Why is there a 10-minute intermission of a character just walking?
But here's
Because it's Ubisoft. They're fucking
Here's-
idiots. I just said.
you guys are
Tune into
missing
something
my
else like the
point.
Microsoft conference. No,
got-
I get your point, Andrew. Your point is that they can show advertisements during any time of the year.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's more exciting to cram all that
And the
into one day.
landscape-
It's like a giant.
the landscape of how we get this information is so different that it's really hard to get excited over E3 when most of this stuff is already leaked or presented anyway. Like,
Well, that's not
It
true.
is-
Remember Elden Ring?
and-
Elden Ring just got announced with a trailer that nobody saw coming.
well, Elden Ring was already announced like
Yes,
a long
no.
time ago.
Charlie, but okay,
which is why
so
it's big
why...
that it followed.
No, you're making the case against yourself. So the Elden Ring trailer dropped. Okay, why would I watch E3 now?
Exactly.
trailer is
Dropped
out there
at
already.
E3.
But that's-
It
but that's
dropped
the
at
problem.
The E3 Summer Games Fest.
But that's the thing. Why would I have to watch E3 when I could just Google Elden Ring trailer and go watch it?
But you don't have
This
to. But
is
it's
like-
still part of the E3 festivities. It's all part of the fun and games
just
of
feels
E3.
it feels
There's a
like
whole bunch of
E3
trailers
is
coming out.
outdated. Is my point. It feels like it's
I
something that
don't-
we
It
just
is-
don't
I
need
hate that
anymore.
argument. I hate
It
this
is
argument because
extremely out. This is comparable to the Paul versus Mayweather fight, right? So you have people who are stupid enough to pay $50 for that fight, or in Charlie's case, 1,800 for that fight. When
Yeah,
all you
fuck
have
yeah.
to do is wait one day. When all you have to do is wait one day, and then you can watch a 20-second clip on Twitter about the results, right? E3 is similar. You don't have to watch E3. You don't have to do what I did, like an idiot, and stream this thing and watch it. You can just wait until the next day
Yeah.
for the exciting trailers. Because otherwise, you are treated to a 10-minute intermission of the main character in Watch Dogs just riding a fucking drone on a loading screen. E3 is horrible. It is
that's not
terrible.
E3. That's Ubisoft. Come on.
No, I don't give a shit, Jackson. It is E3. It is E3. It's streamed
No,
on the
it's
E3
not.
channel. It is streamed under the E3
If
banner.
you're gonna watch,
E3
if
is
you're gonna watch
horrible.
exciting trailers the day after E3, it's still thanks to the whole E3
I
festivity.
guess
so you
my
still
biggest
have
gripe-
E3 to thank.
No.
for.
My biggest gripe to summarize it all is why did they even bother going digital this year? I understand there's like COVID restrictions, but when E3's digital, it just feels pointless by that point. They should have just put the trailers out. What's the presentation's point? It's so unfunny and uninteresting
the
and unneeded,
fanfare.
you know? Yeah, but it's terrible fanfare. When E3 is live and they have to find ways to fill time, that's when it gets entertaining, whether it's good or bad. Because it's like, oh, look at this guy playing the flute for Sekiro. Look at this terrible Just Dance thing. Look at this guy from Bethesda being an asshole. Like, that's great. But when E3 is entirely digital and it's just, hello, welcome to the Ubisoft conference. We are so happy to have you here. It's like, this, why am I watching this? You're wasting my time. Just get to the trailers.
Well, Nintendo Direct does the same thing.
But Nintendo Directs are not all once a year. They do them when they have things to talk about for the most part. Whereas with E3, it's this whole giant, big, quote-unquote festival that's now turned to just, hey, here's a lineup of what we got with long filler between it.
It's always been that.
To be fair, the E3 still hasn't started. We've only seen like the Summer Games Conference section and Ubisoft's conference. It's not really like
so it started.
E3.
You can't. Okay, no, you can't. Okay, it's been going on for like 4 hours yesterday. You can't say it's not started, and it was terrible. It was awful. I'm with Andrew on this 100%. It is entirely obsolete. You watch it, it is abysmal. It is so horrible to watch. I
really don't understand your point. Even if E3 didn't exist, Ubisoft would still be dumping their horrible trailers out to the world anyway. It's just at different times throughout the year.
But Jackson,
at least they're cramming it all together in one event so that they can get over and done with. So I can
why
ignore it.
have the event though? Just upload it to your YouTube. Okay, we're done.
Ask Ubisoft. Did E3?
You got to remember how we receive.
That is E3.
You got to remember how social media and shit scapes how we receive stuff now. Wouldn't it be better for the company and advertising and keeping hype all year round rather than building us up for E3, which is now just a joke?
They still do. It's not like them being a part of E3 means they can't advertise their game whenever they want throughout the year.
But they have to wait to unveil it at E3. What if the game is ready to be unveiled like 3 months prior? Why not have that 3 months of hype as well?
Battlefield announced itself a week ago, and it's probably going to show more stuff at E3 today.
Yeah, but that's a week. You bet you they could have announced it way before this.
I'm sure games have been announced a few months ago.
Look, it's just a feeling I've had that's impossible to really nail down. But let me put it this way. In 2019 and 2018, I was like, oh, guys, let's figure out when to stream E3. And, I care about these, and that'll be great. But this year, it's just, I don't care at all. I don't know if something changed, but it just feels like different. It feels like who gives a shit. Really?
I think it definitely feels different, but I think I blame that entirely on COVID taking the fun out of it, really. Like, there's no in-person demonstrations or fun or stages.
You're making Kaya mad, Jackson.
No,
I don't care.
I'm tired of you blaming this on a fucking virus. It's not COVID's fault. Like, why?
It is.
Jackson, have you watched... Okay, Jackson, my friend, have you watched the E3 stream yesterday?
No, I didn't. I didn't tune into Ubisoft because I'm not stupid. You fucking idiot.
Okay, but I'm just saying, like, the stream was so bad. That is not fault of the virus.
I do believe it.
It was bad.
It is part of E3, whether you like it or not. That is E3. Okay, that is officially E3. You can cry and whine and kick your feet and stomp around and that is E3. It was on the E3 channel. Ubisoft is part of E3. That is E3 now, okay?
You guys are acting like one part. You guys are acting like one part of an entire presentation ruins the entire presentation or conference.
Yes, 1 day out of 4.
What was the Microsoft conference? The Microsoft conference is today. What if it's fucking incredible?
This
and
is a feeling
5 new IPs are announced and they're epic trailers and stuff.
But Jackson, this is a feeling I had before E3 started. Normally, the days building up to it. I mean, literally. So obvious counterexample.
That's on you then. What?
10 years ago.
That's not E3's fault.
Well, that's what I'm trying to explain to you guys. That's what I've been trying to say the whole time. It feels pointless. It just feels dumb. Like 10 years ago, E3 was incredible. And the last couple of years, it's been fun to riff on. But this year, it's kind of like there's just no excitement. And I don't know.
If you feel that way, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. I disagree. I'm still excited for it, though. That's my personal opinion.
That's fine.
And
yeah.
You and Kaya I think you have the same opinion, but you're arguing along different lines.
Yeah, we have different points to why we don't like it. Kaya's point is more the show itself is awful. Mine is the format just feels unnecessary. And kind of...
No, I'm entirely with you. I agree with you.
Yeah.
No,
I agree.
Yeah.
The format is entirely unnecessary. You could have just dumped these trailers. Like yesterday,
Man, your dogs
I don't know
hate
how
this
long the show
episode, Charlie.
was. Was it?
I don't know what
Charlie's
she's
dogs are
barking at.
going. But
Don't worry, it won't
so
impact
Andrew, the
quality
show
of
is like
episode
3
at all.
hours, right? 3.5 at best.
Say that again?
It was. I was saying the show yesterday, E3, was 3.5 hours or so.
Roughly, I guess.
It could have been. It could have been a 10-minute video,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, unnecessary. Holy.
I mean, it's just, and even then, the Nintendo Direct argument, when Nintendo does Directs, they do have these little, like, you know, moments where they go, oh, here's the thing we're talking about. But Nintendo Directs, the way they're paced is, here's the next trailer. Then they show the trailer. Get ready for the next trailer. And then they show the trailer. Here comes another trailer. And then they show the trailer. The way the Ubisoft one is paced, and I mean, we'll see the other ones, but so far it's been, this game has been in development for this long, and we really are excited to talk about this video game. Here's the team talking about this game that you haven't even seen. And it's like, they build it up for like 15 minutes until they show the trailer.
Ubisoft is genuinely my least favorite video game company. I think
mine
I hate
too
them.
now. Yeah, I agree now. Because they spent an hour on Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh, God, that
Rainbow
game.
Six Extraction. And the whole, they spent an hour hyping this motherfucker up and then an hour showing us. And all it is, you guys, hey, Rainbow Six is getting a zombie mode.
And it's basically a reskin. I think it's supposed to be its own game, but it's just Rainbow Six Siege with different assets.
Zombies.
Yeah. It's embarrassing. It's
It is
utterly
so
embarrassing.
Well, that's because you don't play the game. If you played the game, you'd be super fucking hype right now.
God, you're right. I'm sorry.
If you played the game, Andrew, you'd probably have a FitBod. What other ways can you possibly get
God.
a FitBod?
When I'm thinking about how much I'm objectively correct for not caring about E3, I'm staring at all the games that are coming out and I'm going, God damn, look at that character from Rainbow Six Extraction, I think it's called. I don't remember.
Yeah.
And look at
That sounds
the
about right.
six pack on Riders Rebellion or Riders Republic, whatever that piece of shit is.
Yeah. Close.
Are you an Apex, Andrew?
Yeah,
An Apex zombie?
yeah. I'm looking at all these incredibly muscular and fit people in these games, and I go, I want to be just like them, but I don't want to have to use a gym. What? That's crazy. I would so much rather just figure out a personal exercise routine. Well, the problem with that is that I'm stupid. I'm dumb. I'm a dumb idiot who thinks that E3 is an outdated format. God damn, what a moron, right? That's why I don't want to get stuck doing the same workouts, because if I have to make them up myself, I'm going to pick the same thing over and over. I'm going to use FitBod. FitBod's going to create a fitness program that continually adapts with new exercises and dynamic intensity that will adjust to how you're progressing. You'll be challenged to meet your goals at your own pace. There's no perfect body for everyone, but what we can always do is continually become a better version of ourselves. And FitBod recognizes that and tries to determine what workouts will give you the best version of yourself you can have. Some of you might be afraid of the gym. That's okay. Something terrible happened recently that makes the gym a not too savory place to go. Some of you might be afraid of workout equipment. Takes up a lot of room, potentially expensive. You maybe live in an apartment. I understand. I respect you. So does FitBod, because they have body weight routines for those of you looking to get fit at home or on the go. Personalized training on a budget can also be tough, but FitBod is only $9.99 a month or $59.99 a year. Pick up the pace on your fitness journey with FitBod, and your future self will thank you for it. Get 25% off of your membership at fitbod.me/official. That's 25% off at fitbod.me/official. Also, all 4 of the official boys work out. We love it. We do it. You need a way to motivate yourself to do it, and FitBod might be the thing that does it. 25% off at fitbod.me/official. Kata wants to get pumped.
FitBod.
Yeah. She's amped.
Yeah.
She loves your ad reads.
Well, that was my topic.
No, I want to keep going on this
No.
because today is a big day. Today is a big day.
Okay.
Today is the day Microsoft comes back in form. It's been about I want to say close to 12 years since they've released a game. So hopefully today is the day that they show off some actual games. I mean, they've only bought like half of the industry at this point and still haven't managed to put out a single exclusive since the Xbox
Half their
Series
money
X
went
released.
to fucking 343 Studios to get nothing in return.
Eventually, eventually the singularity is going to occur and every studio is going to be owned by Microsoft or EA.
Yeah.
That's
Or
confirmation right there.
There it is.
I wish Sony would buy more companies, to be honest, because every single company that Sony owns has just been putting out banger after banger recently.
Yeah.
Like Ratchet and Clank just released, and it's an absolutely like just fantastic game. I don't know what the fuck they're doing over at Sony, but their studios are outputting some gems.
Sony's killing it.
And they have been for the last few years. And then Xbox, on the other hand, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I don't know.
Well, they've never publicly acknowledged that the Series X? What the fuck is the name of the new Xbox?
Yeah, Series X.
Series X,
I didn't even know. Have they ever even
a good
acknowledged how it's doing or how sales are going or what their plan is for it at all?
Fuck no, because it's probably doing terrible.
No. It is sold out like
Really?
everywhere. It's the same as the PlayStation.
Really?
Both consoles are still sold out to this date. So they must be selling well, and I imagine most of it's got to do with Games Pass, as well as like they still have a strong, like Ubisoft and stuff still puts games out on them on Xbox and such. So they still have like those kinds of games on there. They've just got no exclusives, and they haven't. I don't think they've released an exclusive since the Series X launched, right?
I don't know.
I couldn't fucking tell you.
They have not. I can tell you they haven't.
Yeah, but Halo was meant to launch with the Xbox, and then it got delayed a full year, and I think that was it. So they own 27 studios, and they didn't manage to get a game out with the console, which is baffling.
It's pretty cool, actually.
I don't understand. And then they bought all of Bethesda to make up for it.
Yeah, well, but wait until Bethesda makes Fallout 76 2. And then it's all gonna be smooth sailing.
Jackson,
So,
I'm gonna go ahead and put down your assertion though. Doing a quick Google search, you can buy Series X's everywhere. They're on Amazon and like Best Buy and shit, whereas PlayStation 5s are still sold out.
No, fair enough.
Yeah.
Then I was wrong. I thought Xboxes were sold out.
Nah,
Still.
go on Amazon right now, look up the Series X. You can get it. It's there. It's in stock.
Really?
Yeah.
There's quite literally zero reason you should ever get this, or you should get the Series X now.
Yeah.
Or even soon.
I agree.
It's honestly one of the biggest wastes of money that you could possibly engage with.
It is a good console though.
It really
in terms
is.
of specs and such. It's just it needs exclusives. What are you laughing at, Kaya?
All of it, man. By the way, I mean, we're ripping Sony, but Sony is a piece of shit company. They are very... Look, Sony is like a 50% owner of half the fucking songs in existence. So if you ever get DMC8, there's a 50% chance that it's Sony. It's either
but that's
Sony
the mean Sony. That's angry Sony. That's
Sony not your friend,
Sony. Yeah, Gamer Sony is friendly.
Okay,
Sony.
my bad. It's not your nice
They're
Uncle
our
Ted
pals.
Sony. It's your molesty Uncle Sony.
Yeah.
The problem with shitting on
Sony I don't
Sony.
invite over to my house anymore.
The problem with shitting on Sony, though, is that they're such a great track record company. They make great cameras, great consoles, good laptops. Like, Sony's just high quality, man. It really is.
and it's
They
just a
actually
cool
are.
name.
Yeah.
It's just a cool name
They
too.
are such a
Sony.
good company with the products. They actually put out really good products.
They do.
TVs as well. The Bravias are
TVs,
great.
like monitors. They make tons of great shit. They really do. They're on the ball.
And what has Microsoft done for us? They made computers, I guess.
Yeah, the world's
Computer with,
largest
like,
operating
blue screens.
system.
Windows fucking sucks. If I could use a Sony operating
fucking-
system, I would in a heartbeat.
Would you, though?
It'd be so
Who's
good.
the CEO of Sony? You don't hear about the CEO of Sony getting caught on Epstein Island molesting little children. But hey, fucking Melinda Gates is hitting the ejector button on the marriage because Bill
Maybe
Gates
that's
is
where Melinda
apparently-
went. Melinda's is over at Sony HQ right now.
The CEO of Sony is Kenichiro Yoshida. What sort of sick fuck is this guy? Let's find out. Let's dig up some dirt on him.
I've never even heard of that man.
Look it up. He's like donated 99% of his revenue to like charities and stuff.
We find out what he's doing right now. He's donating plasma and blood to an orphanage. I'm not doing enough.
In a 1-bedroom house. He's very humble.
Yeah. Oh, God. Sony might be like Nintendo in that they're really anti-consumer and stuck in their stuff, whatever. But their products, man, everything they make is fucking gold. It's insane.
Like I said, they're efficient.
Yeah. Don't they have a movie studio too?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What have that made them? I don't remember that, but
I'm pretty sure Sony made one of the Spider-Man movies, didn't they? Like
Maybe.
long time ago.
they own
Sony
Spider-Man,
Pictures.
don't they? The film rights.
Let's see here. Trying to find what they made.
They own the picture rights for. So
I think they own Spider-Man, don't they?
Yeah, well,
that's what we just said.
Oh yeah, that is what Jackson.
Jackson's been trying to say that. Yeah.
Well, I don't know if they own Spider-Man or if they just own like the film rights, but I know that's why PlayStation has Spider-Man, like the Spider-Man game.
Oh boy.
Sony's doing the new Venom movie.
Yeah, so Sony has all the Spider-Man licenses for movies, so that's pretty solid. But then they also made the new Ghostbusters and the Angry Birds movie.
Well, they also made the original Ghostbusters. They also made Men in Black. They made Jumanji.
What the fuck? Are you sure?
I'm on Sony Pictures Films.
Wow,
they made Triple X.
Oh my god!
Wait, which one? Which one?
The original.
Holy shit!
The original?
Xander Cage.
Holy shit!
They created him.
Go Sony.
Let me see.
What the fuck?
They make a fuckload. Wow.
It's listed by Sony Pictures on Wikipedia here.
They make a fuckload of movies. Oh my god, if you go on their website, they produce a ton of shit.
Yeah, my god. What the fuck?
They made a movie called Any Bullet Will Do, and it looks like a terrible cowboy movie. I want to watch this.
Wait, it's possible that they just have like distribution rights for certain markets. Like maybe they distribute in Australia or such. They didn't actually make the movies. Not sure.
Yeah, they were responsible for Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3.
Holy shit. This is awesome. Go Sony.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Sony.
Oh, I see why. It looks like Sony Pictures owns Paramount.
Oh, really?
At least handles their distribution.
Well, then I guess they're behind everything made by Paramount. Okay.
Columbia Pictures, yeah. TriStar. Wow, yeah, that's a lot.
They got their hands in the pockets of everyone.
It's not Paramount. I think it's just Columbia Pictures.
Yes. Columbia Pictures is owned by Sony Pictures Motion Picture Group.
Yeah, it wasn't Paramount. I don't know why that was here.
Yeah. Okay, so there you go.
Kaya, I want to hear from Kaya. Is there anything that Microsoft can do today to win your love? Could you possibly become an Xbox fanboy today at the Microsoft conference if they make some kind of announcement? What would they need to do?
No, man. Like, judging from yesterday, I'm entirely in Andrew's camp. I don't think there's...
Jesus Christ, stop blaming Microsoft and the rest of E3 for Ubisoft's blunders. Ubisoft sucks. They have always sucked.
Yeah, but you'll still 100% the next Assassin's Creed.
No, I won't.
The other companies
I could not even get through the first act of Valhalla. It was so fucking painful.
Okay,
I only did the other ones
Jackson.
because the settings were kind of cool.
So, I don't want to sit through another 10-minute intermission of an Assassin's Creed character just walking, which is what yesterday's E3 was. I think E3 is dead.
Oh my god!
I don't think it's worth even streaming to make fun of. It's not even funny, ironically. It's just bad.
I have a specific example to compound Kaya's point. It's something a lot of the conferences do. They were talking about Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and they were like, you know, they wanted to show off some new longevity plans for it. And it's like, okay, that works. But they started it out by going, you guys have built over 1 million buildings in this game, and 300 million of you have done this. It's like, who gives a shit? What does this have to do with what you're doing for the game? wow, people played the game. Fascinating.
It was a community effort.
But it wasn't.
We were out there building houses, Andrew. What were you doing?
How many houses have you built?
Fuck, you're right. only 100,000. I'm slacking. Shit.
Yeah.
No, dude, just like don't watch these awful, terrible, abysmal streams. Just wait until the next day for
I did.
people to just post
And I
clips
logged
of
onto
it.
Reddit and saw that they were now making an Avatar game.
You
And I
logged
got
on
Oh,
to Reddit.
Jackson's a Redditor.
That's
That's
fair. All right, shut the fuck up.
Opinion discarded, Jackson.
That was the wrong nomenclature. I opened Reddit. Shut the fuck up.
bacon at midnight.
Do you have a rage face for this moment, Jackson?
I found my updates and then I logged out.
Cheers for the true story.
This is a gem in the rough. Le gem.
You guys, what the fuck? You guys do so many Reddit references more than I do.
Dudes to the left.
Does anybody else remember Star Wars Battlefront?
It's not much, and it's really humble, I know, but I spent 15,000 hours making this E3 tribute poster. I hope I can earn one upvote.
My sick animal made this drawing. Please show him some love.
My wife, when she got done fucking her boyfriend, created this collage in E3.
You guys remember when Reddit hired a literal child torture rapist and then defended him for like 2 days?
Oh, that's not very fun, Kaya. Come on, we're having fun, man.
He just brought up something sad.
My bad.
We're laughing at updates and references.
I'm not giving Kaya my
on,
upvote
man.
for that.
Yeah, that's definitely getting a downbeat.
That's only getting my Reddit silver. You don't get Reddit gold, Kaya.
Yeah,
I'll give it a-
my
I'll give it a
subreddit is
$100
gonna get
Yeah,
banned. No, don't ban me. Don't ban my subreddit for that.
Oh boy.
That was such a weird fucking sentence. Like we're having fun about Reddit references, and Kaya comes and says, "Remember that guy that was raped or something?" What did you say? Who?
No, I said the.
They,
Do you not
they
remember
hired
this,
a-
Jackson?
Yeah,
The
they
man
hired
We talked
who-
about this.
It was a literal pedophile they hired. Do you not remember this?
Oh right, no, yeah, that thing, yeah. That, oh my god.
Yeah, Reddit.
that go anywhere?
Okay,
Go ahead.
go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Reddit's just kind of amazing because every time they bring someone new on staff, within 5 minutes, people go, "Hey, this guy's actually like an embezzler," or "Hey, did you know that this guy's a pedophile?" or "Hey, this guy was on this website and sunk it into the ground." They have never hired someone in the last 5 years that was actually credible and competent. It's amazing.
This was the worst
What would make them credible?
offense a while ago. For those who don't know, Reddit hired a person, and that everybody was like, "Oh, hey, that guy's a self-admitted pedophile, and he's married to a pedophile who said that he fantasizes about kidnapping
least he's
little
not married to
children,
a
hurting
kid.
them." And if his father was convicted of torture raping a 10-year-old, why are you hiring this person? And Reddit
Because he
spent
had
like
those sick references. He had so many upvotes.
He had a lot of karma.
He had to be allowed. He had to be allowed an interview at that point.
He had mad karma, bro.
God.
I don't know.
Well, Jackson,
I don't want to
Sony's
be.
meme game.
Jackson, your question was what would make them competent? I don't know. Maybe when you Google their name, the first thing that comes up isn't headlines about how their family abused children. I mean, it's probably a good
They can
start.
still be.
Like
They can still be competent though.
True.
you didn't so much as Reddit, the company. Go. By the way, Reddit is about to go public. Reddit is about to be a public company, so you can buy shares on it if you have I don't know, Robinhood,
Pause.
which you shouldn't, or if you're on eToro, you're about to be able to buy Reddit shares. And these guys decided that it was a good idea to hire this man who is a self-admitted pedophile whose father is convicted of raping and torturing a 10-year-old. And they somehow thought it was a good idea to shield the rapists for 2 days and ban entire subreddits and ban entire posts and censor them for
Why
calling
didn't they
them
hire
out.
his father as well? It could have been a nice family-run business. opportunity.
They
Hire
should
the whole
have, I
family.
guess. They should have, yeah.
Oh, Reddit.
Oh, well, that's Reddit for you.
Yeah, Reddit's never going to fail to disappoint.
We haven't had a good Reddit rant in a long while, I think. That was nice to get it off the chest.
It always
feels like
feels
it had been
good.
building up.
Yeah, it usually feels good to just talk about some up duties.
Good old up duties.
Andrew, though,
What?
where can I go if I do not want to support creeps?
Ooh, if
But
you
I need shit done.
if you want to support talented people who are handsome, friendly, smart, enthusiastic, ready to work, well, you can find a group of freelancers over at Fiverr. If you're a business owner, you probably know exactly what you do with every extra day of the week when you're not working, or 2 days, or depending on your schedule, however many. Maybe you'd launch a website, improve your brand, but you really don't have a lot of free time, do you? Because you're a big old business owner. That's why with Fiverr, you can hire some people to work for you and find exactly what you need in the skill sets that maybe you're not entirely hitting on right now. Let me tell you something. This is a true story. This happened yesterday. I was transcribing a song by ear for guitar, and I went, it's getting too hard. I don't know. I'm not confident in this. Hired a guy to transcribe music. Got back to me within a day and said, yep, I'll do it. And he did it. Sent me all the tabs. Worked out great. Fast, easy, convenient. I love Fiverr. I use it all the goddamn time. Fiverr has a
I
global...
used Fiverr the other day as well.
What's that?
I said I used Fiverr the other day as well to transcribe one of my old videos, my Halo Ghost of... the Ghost of Halo video from 10 years ago. I hired someone on Fiverr to transcribe the video because I was thinking of doing another reading 10 years later.
Fuck
Because it's coming up on the anniversary.
That's awesome.
It was great service. Yeah. Gave me the script immediately and didn't make fun of me. So that's always a plus.
Fiverr's...
What a nice guy.
Yeah, really. You got a bargain. Did you pay like $200 with like an added not make fun of me clause on it or something?
Yeah, there was a lot there.
Fiverr is just actually awesome. It's a global network of on-demand freelance talent. If you can think of anything you need help with, you will find someone. And it's not even restrictive either. People set their own prices. People dictate exactly what they'll do. People specialize in areas, or they can make multiple listings to do different talents. For example, I've seen many musicians who will not only be like, hey, I'll help you transcribe guitar, but they'll have another one for lessons. They'll have another one to write songs for you. They do a lot. You can do a lot. It's a powerful, powerful tool if you're looking for someone to hire someone to help you with something. They've got graphic design, marketing, web programming, film editing, music, much, much more. Voice acting I've used on there as well for certain videos. There's a lot of talented voice actors. It's great stuff. Check out Fiverr.com and receive 10% off your first order using code OP, FIVERR, 2 R's.com, code OP. All the digital services you will need in one place. I don't know how to convey even harder that I use Fiverr all the time, because anytime I'm working on something, there's always something.
I've seen him use it.
Yep.
He's a man of his word.
I love Fiverr. It's really, really simple. It really is. Fiverr.com, code
Yeah, it's
OP.
good. Great service. Thank you,
Yes,
Fiverr.
love Fiverr.
Thanks, Fiverr.
Thanks, Fiverr. Thanks, Fiverr, too. Helps us poop.
Thank you.
Well, I was trying to segue, Jackson. Speaking of poop, and by that I mean shit, didn't you have a shitload of topics last week and you didn't get to half of them?
Yeah. I don't know. They're pretty old, though, at this point.
Oh.
Doesn't seem that
Say
fun.
him anyway, you
Yeah.
pussy. I don't know why you're so shy.
Let's
all
see
the
if we
time.
still give a shit now.
Tell us.
All right, yeah. Do you guys care about this one? So it was recently
Shut the fuck up,
revealed-
Jackson. Good lord.
This is dumb.
This is
Yeah,
embarrassing.
wait.
This was a
Please,
stupid idea.
Come on,
Retard.
I was so excited to bring this one up.
Please, Jackson, go ahead.
You guys just...
Go ahead.
All right, so a journalist announced that a CEO of Make-A-Wish has admitted to embezzling from sick children's charity. So that's a fun topic.
No!
Jesus Christ.
We can't even trust Make-A-Wish.
That's awful.
Why?
She stole $41,000. Good Lord.
That's a lot less than I thought it would be. I'll be honest, I thought it was going to be in the millions.
Yeah, but even then, taking it from sick children.
Yeah.
It is a very modest amount, but at the same time, you're stealing this from kids with cancer.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
This is just sad. It's just sad. Make-A-Wish is one of those big foundations. Like you'd think that they would be pretty solid. They wouldn't be stealing money from sick children. It's such a shame.
Yeah.
The night before I was writing down all these topics, I made a wish that there would be topics for the next day, and this isn't how I wanted it to come true. It was very sad when I woke up to find out that I can't even trust Make-A-Wish.
Who can we trust?
I don't know. It's so hard to know these days.
FitBod, I guess.
You've always said that all these charities are all just scams.
I have said that for a long time.
I
think
have said that.
I think
even
almost
longer.
every major charity is a big fucking scam at this point.
Why the fuck did
Can you
this...
trust any of
Charlie, I've been telling you.
I know.
You will remember. I've been telling you for the longest time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told you, look, those charities, they're very dubious. All you should do is go to your local county and bail out people who are in for drug offenses, who are in there for
I thought that'd be a
dealing
fun
weed.
series. I thought that'd be a fun series we could do. Andrew just bail out like minor drug criminals.
Sure.
Just go there and like pay for their bail and just get them out.
Fucking shove a
yeah,
camera
let's
in
do
their
it.
face. That's always the worst. Those are the people that I hate, where they shove cameras in the.
No.
That's the fun
donating
part.
to.
That's
No, it's
awesome.
not. Jesus Christ, you douche.
And then
Fuck me.
Then we can
What do
get
you
them
mean?
on.
Wait,
The
what do you mean,
podcast.
Jackson?
Now tell us all about it.
I mean, it's exactly the same as like those YouTubers who walk down the street and don't like give hundreds of dollars to homeless people, but then shove like phone cameras in their face to make a series or
Let's
video out of
hang
it.
on.
It's just the worst.
I get your
It's just the
I get your perspective that it's annoying and it's a shitty grab for fame the way they go about it. Correct. But on the other side of the token, I don't think the homeless person cares. They were just given $500 for no reason.
No, but Jackson doesn't like them getting attention from it. I don't care if it's a good deed. He's getting attention for it.
Yeah,
that fucker.
it's not
It's a
allowed
good
to be a
deed.
win-win.
Well, you don't
it has
have
to
to-
only be the homeless person getting something out
What
of
the
it.
fuck?
You
Just
don't
give him
have to
$500 and move
drag-
on, you loser. Jesus.
But Jackson,
Okay,
without
you
the
can do
video,
that
they
too,
probably
Jackson.
wouldn't
You
have given
don't-
him the money in the first place.
You don't have to drag
then
the
they're a
person
bad
out in front of a
person. What?
camera. It's okay. Like, this
Yeah.
is... Okay, Charlie, I don't know if you remember. This was like literally 7 years ago. I was like, hey, those charities are donating to, they're kind of shifty. So, let's bail out drug addicts and drug dealers. I think that's a good cause. Why not?
I thought it was a good cause.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah, why not bail out?
Fuck yeah.
Why not bail out
So what is it?
the person?
Do you not like when Mr. Beast does it then, Jackson? Because he makes videos
I don't watch
out of,
Mr.
like,
Beast's content, so I don't know what he does really. So I don't want to have an input on that. But no, I don't like it when people like. I like that they're giving money to people that deserve it or need it. That's great. But I just don't like. I don't like them forcing their own ego onto some innocent bystander. Basically, I don't like them forcing
You make
a
it
camera in
sound like
someone's
they're
face.
a victim. They ask permission, Jackson.
No, I don't know about that. Not a lot of the time they don't.
Of course, yes. No, you're right.
I'm not talking about Mr. Beast. I'm not talking about Mr. Beast. I said I don't know his content. I'm talking about
I
the
think
people
it's
on
a
Facebook.
net positive, Jackson, because even if they're
I don't
being
really get that perspective.
even if they're being obnoxious about it and doing, I'm doing it for the fame. Number one, the homeless person gets the money, and number two, it might encourage other peoples to help out homeless people because they want to be like the YouTuber, which is extremely common that they get copycat behavior. So
Just don't see why
But
you
Jackson
can't be
doesn't like
charitable.
positive trends.
yeah,
Only
Jackson would
bad
rather they make a
ones.
video of them beating up the homeless man.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool, though.
No, you guys are being mean to
straw man you
Jackson.
built. Yeah, nice straw man.
I think
you dick.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I think Jackson likes people
Sounding
getting
like
bailed
Twitter
out of
now.
prison.
Oh,
Sounds like Reddit. Am I right?
You make one Reddit
Great
account,
comeback.
now you're tossing around straw man.
Disgusting.
Just because you want to fucking throw cameras into homeless people's face and film their reactions, their visceral reactions.
I'm
doesn't
standing
mean
up
I
for the
have to
people that
like it.
do make a positive trend out of helping people. Like, I don't
I think you can
understand
make a
what the
positive
problem-
trend without capitalizing
Look,
on it.
if-
I just
Yes,
think it's-
I'll just tell people on Twitter to
Yeah.
do something good as opposed to inspire
You
them
guys
with
are
a video.
straw. Okay, you guys are straw manning Jackson. I get Jackson's arguments. You can help people. And make them
Jackson's
happy
argument
without-
is it's annoying though. That's it. He
no,
just
no,
finds
no,
it
no. His
annoying.
argument is that if there's a person
Please
in
tell my
prison
argument for
or
me.
in
Yeah.
jail or whatever,
Jackson's
he's
argument is he
booked.
has a tiny penis and he woke up after,
Hey, that's a
after
straw man
having
again.
sex with a dog and said, you know what? I want to hate on something because I feel no joy in life. This is an exact quote from Jackson.
I
Don't
just
forget
think
he's
it's
racist
shallow.
too.
I think it's shallow
So
and
after
disingenuous.
logging on to his various racist websites and posting slurs, he went now to shit on charity. And then the podcast. I'm so
embezzling
tired.
money from kids with cancer.
I do remember a while back though, Mr. Beast was getting shit because everyone was like, he's just doing it for attention. And I thought all three of us defended like, okay, but it's still helping people.
Yeah.
What changed?
What do you mean, all three of us? Wait,
Jackson's
It was
not
like
there's four of us.
There's four of us.
Or all four of us. Sorry. Because you weren't arguing, Kaya, so I was going with the three of us. When they were
I
making the
stand
hit
with
pieces
Jackson.
on
Look, I agree with Jackson. I think a lot of YouTubers just do a shit for their own gratification and their, they just want to push themselves up. They want to be, hey, look at me, I helped this charity or I helped this person, but I don't know. I think
And then
people like Mr. Beast,
but they still help
do
them
good.
though. So what's
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
When
they do.
Did I?
Jackson, is there a problem with the videos that are like, hey, here's this homeless person and I made him chase a drone for $500?
I don't know what the fuck. You're
Now
talking
that's
about, to be honest.
exploitive, but I don't know about
Yeah.
that.
that's very exploitative.
Yeah.
Well, there are videos.
It's still
right,
exploitative to put a camera in a homeless man's face. and,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It is. It genuinely is. You can't say that it's not.
Yeah,
It
I'm
is.
not saying it's not, man. I agree with
I'm
you.
saying that it's not because it's not like they're just doing it against their will. The money gets donated, then they ask if they can film it. I
So
imagine
do
a
you
lot
think?
of
Do you think if the homeless man says, "Nah, man, I don't want to be on camera," they take the $500 back? What happens
no,
then?
I highly doubt it. They just say, "All right, that's fine," and then move on.
I'm just curious. I don't know. They can't recoup that cost. That investment is down the drain.
I cannot imagine they snatch the money away if they say no. I really just don't get it. Like, it's when someone on YouTube like Mr. Beast does like a positive thing and yes, makes a video out of it for some attention,
Yeah.
I don't see the problem.
It's
It's a genuine net positive for
Yeah.
everyone. It starts up like a positive trend. It spreads positivity. Like, it's a good thing.
It's
even if it's
also-
done for attention.
It's also a win-win because the fucking guy gets his video out there and does his career and the homeless person gets the money. And guess what? It's a win for you because you don't have to watch the video. You don't have to. Just don't watch it. The end.
Yeah.
you didn't,
I don't
you didn't
know.
give him attention,
I
and the
see
homeless
both
guy still
sides,
got
but-
money.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did, but I see Jackson's side, man. Like when you have a little drone that drops money and you have homeless people chasing the fucking drone for
That's not
money.
what Jackson's arguing at all, though.
Yeah, that's we all agree that's fucked up. That's
okay,
exploitative.
Jackson,
Yeah.
what are you arguing?
I never said that it was.
You
fucked
never
up to
said the
do
guy
this in
chasing the
first
drone
place.
was fucked up? What's wrong with you, Jackson?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're kinda
I'm
sick.
all. I'm all like that's quality
Good
content.
God.
I'm honestly a bit lost. There's been so much stuff going on, and people are saying that Kai is taking my side when I'm not even sure if I vocalized my side. So there's a lot going on here where I'm not really sure. Like I don't
always
think
take
I
your side.
specifically said that it was a bad thing. It's just something that I don't necessarily enjoy because I feel like, and maybe this is just my own like how I was raised or like my experiences, but to me, charity is something very personal and something that I don't know. I don't like sharing it because it feels like ego takes away from it, and to put it out there in the world kind of adds to the ego of it. So I like it to be a very personal thing, and that's just how it is for me. I don't know. I haven't really given it a whole lot of introspection.
I get feeling that it's scummy, but I think that if it were all fake, I would completely agree with you. If it was like, oh, I'm making this video to raise awareness, and then when the camera stopped rolling, I asked for the money back, or oh, it wasn't real, then it would be shitty. But the fact that they get the money, as far as I know, it's really just a complete net positive. And yeah, it's a little unsavory, but
I get what you're saying with like it leads to positive social change, and I do like that. I think that that can also be achieved in other ways as well, though. And I still think that I take umbrage with the fact that you're still shoving. Well, all right, get rid of the verbiage. You're still putting a camera in someone's face and like sharing that really intimate moment where you give charity to some guy.
Well,
I don't know. It doesn't. I just can't pass it in my head.
That's the modern internet now, though. We share everything. Absolutely everything is documented and shared and
I don't know why
around.
everything needs to be shared. I've always had a problem with how much is shared on the internet. Like that. I don't know.
Here's where the truth is. There we go, Jackson. Now we agree on something.
Okay. Kaya, do you still take my side? Can you communicate my side?
I do, yeah.
Me?
No, I'm 100% with you. I think you can help people without, shoving a camera in their face and without dropping dollars from a drone and making hobos fight like they're animals.
You keep going back to that. I've never seen that video.
I know.
You didn't see the Mr. Beast drone challenge?
All right, I'll go hands off. I don't want to ruffle any feathers. I'm just saying that if you want to help somebody, you can help somebody. You don't have to film them. You don't have to dehumanize them doing so. And I think that is Jackson's point. Like, you can help somebody without that being your YouTube video of the day, manipulating the algorithm, right?
Yeah, no one's arguing that you shouldn't help people because it's not filmed. I'm just saying when people do film it, I don't think it takes away from the deed.
Yeah. Well, why don't we find a way to help everyone by giving them a good place to invest in crypto?
Sounds good.
Well, they should.
I was afraid that one didn't land. Well, for the last 10 years, Kraken has been one of the best platforms for trading crypto online. And now with the new Kraken app, it's easier than ever to buy and sell over 60 of the most popular cryptos on the go 24/7. Just download the app, connect your bank, and start investing for as little as $10. A few taps is all it takes to get started. With the new Kraken app, you'll have your portfolio in your pocket, you can monitor your investments, track winners, losers, keep tabs on your favorites, and view the most traded of the day. It's got all the features you need with none of the complexity. I've personally been using Kraken for a long time. It's really easy, really simple. It's a pretty big, pretty well-known exchange. Yeah, I signed up a long time ago, and I've been doing some stuff here and there. So the fact that we are now sponsored by Kraken, hey, I can totally get with that. Visit kraken.com/official to learn more, or search for Kraken in the App Store. That's kraken.com/official.
Thank you, Kraken.
Thank you, Kraken, legitimately.
Thank you, yeah.
Yeah.
Giving us the charity of crypto.
Giving us a
Crypto's on a fucking dip right now, so this is a perfect time to buy. And I'm not being salty that a crypto is on a dip. Just buy some crypto.
Yeah.
You may as well.
Everyone buys. Yeah. Everyone should buy some. It's just good to have. It's a good asset.
By the way, the president of Salvador, or El Salvador, apparently, the country,
as opposed to the food, yeah.
He made Bitcoin legal tender, and now he wants to mine Bitcoin using volcanic power. And he did all of this in a week. That is impressive to me.
Wait, say it again. What did he do? He powered a crypto farm using volcanic energy?
So what he wants to do, so apparently El Salvador uses volcanic energy to geothermally generating energy, and he wants those companies to be mandated to have an option for crypto miners.
Well,
Neat.
that sounds pretty big.
Yeah. Neat.
Yeah.
Good for El Salvador.
It's pretty
I
fucking
guess.
cool to me. Yeah.
That is pretty cool.
Go ahead.
Is there more to it? Has he been assassinated by the banking commission?
Not yet. Not yet. El Salvador is a very small country, but
Only one man.
using geothermal energy to mine Bitcoin is pretty fucking cool. It's like, I mean, this is like a Bond movie, is it not?
Yeah.
This man just within a single week, he said, "Hey, this is digital currency. Let's make it legal tender, and also I want to use volcanoes to mine it." And in 1 week, he got both laws passed. So cool.
Volcano, like geothermal, has to be the coolest way of powering your society. I think using fucking the raw energy from volcanoes and lava and shit to power society. That's probably the coolest way. None of that wind
That
shit.
is pretty cool. Yeah. You're invited on the show. Come on to defend yourself. I don't know your name, but
Actually,
do it.
What's the danger of geothermal? I assume there's some kind of downside to it. Like, obviously, you have to build
Everything's
it wherever.
dangerous.
Well,
Yeah, but like with wind, the turbines can fall over. With nuclear, I don't know, they blow up or whatever, radiation. Geothermal, like the volcano's going to explode anyway, even if there is no geothermal plant there.
yeah, I guess the danger is that you shouldn't build your city next to a volcano.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
you can always.
Why the fuck did they do that in the olden days anyway? Like, why? I get that the ground is fertile, but Jesus Christ, don't build on the side of a fucking volcano. You idiots.
It's also a really dangerous
I don't know.
work environment. Like at least with a power plant and stuff like that, you have it under control.
No shit.
But in a volcano, you got to be real careful with that shit. It's not that safe.
Yeah, probably not that safe.
Yeah.
If I
I
had to
hope it
imagine,
works
the
out for
giant
him.
lava pit is not safe. They need to install
Hey, there's lava
guardrails.
in my living room. How did this happen? Well, I mean, you live
Seriously
there.
though, you'd think that communities would learn at this point, but there's still a lot of like cities that are built around volcanoes, still to this day.
It's a cool place to live,
don't
I
know.
guess. I don't know.
Volcanoes are fucking awesome, man. I mean, like
Yeah.
we talked about this many episodes ago, but I have this thought experiments about where if you had just one nuke, where would you drop it?
Mm-hmm.
And one of my go-tos is the middle of a volcano. Because
How do you know they'll do anything? Don't the nukes need to be like actually triggered? Like the firing mechanism needs to go off? Wouldn't it just melt?
Yeah. So, like, what if you exploded a nuke in the middle of a volcano?
I don't know how you would get it to the middle of the volcano in the first place for it to explode.
Okay, that's what you have nerds for. I don't know either. Okay, I don't know the science of this.
You put it in like an obsidian
This is
bottle.
why you have the Manhattan Project. Okay, this is why you have a bunch of like Kevin Bacon, like in Hollow Man. You have these fucking autists who are super smart and they can figure it out for you. I'm just saying. If
Would
you
that even do
triggered
anything
a
other
nuke-
than that would just like fling lava everywhere? Maybe
It
or
never
would, like,
hurts to try, Jackson.
Yeah, no one's
Yes.
ever tried it.
Yeah.
Yes, no one's ever tried, and we should. I think we should set off a nuclear bomb in a volcano.
Maybe it'll
Why?
just like yeah, I don't know. It's the secret to immortality.
Okay, yeah, let's run it.
Because Charlie, it might, I don't know, solve global warming somehow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
by
it might
making it
solve by
worse.
destroying
So it
us.
becomes a much worse problem.
Warms up the atmosphere immediately by flinging lava directly into the atmosphere.
No, it never hurts to try, I guess.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
You never know what
I'm
might
on board.
happen.
Well, yeah.
There hasn't
I mean,
been Do you guys remember the great explosion in 1602, Krakatoa? I think it was.
Yes.
I think that was like
Krakatoa,
back in the 1600s, which deafened people across like the continent. Why haven't we
Yes,
had
I
anything
heard-
like that? I want to hear something
I heard
like
that the shockwave, the sound wave of that explosion of the volcano going off, traveled across the planet 3 times.
Yeah,
Jesus, that's insane.
so powerful. When
That
was
is
it?
like, let's do it. You know, let's recreate that. That is awesome.
It was 1883. Why haven't we had anything like that since then?
Well, because we don't want it.
But we also had crazy shit like Chernobyl and things, so we get kind of
That was man-made. That was man-made.
Yeah.
And we didn't live through that either. We didn't. I want something. I want something big, but also probably like no lives.
Chernobyl
lost
is
as well.
boring.
Like the only thing
Like
I can think of is like the 2004 tsunamis, which like claimed 300,000 lives. That wasn't cool though. That wasn't like I could hear it from Australia.
You can hear they're screaming.
Yeah, I could read the obituaries basically. It was sad. I was like, cool.
Jackson just wants destruction.
Yeah.
I want destruction, controlled destruction
Look,
without any lives lost.
You guys are thinking so small. If I had a nuke, I'd do it on the moon and try to careen the moon into the Earth with it.
Well, apparently that wouldn't even do a thing.
Oh,
I
no,
watched
it
the
wouldn't.
video
It
on
wouldn't do
this
anything,
from. Yeah.
But I feel like
That
I feel like
sucks.
nuking the
big.
moon would have severe consequences. It can't
Yeah,
just
it's
do
just a
nothing.
statement more than anything.
Well,
Aliens won't want to fuck with us.
so
We'll kill all the Moonanites. Yeah. Fuck
from
'em.
the Kurzgesagt cartoon movie that I watched on YouTube, according to that science, it wouldn't do a whole lot besides irradiating the moon. But I'm entirely with you.
Fun.
So we have all these nukes, put it in the Marianas Trench, right? Nuke the bottom of the sea, and let's see what happens.
Why?
But
Well, what if that's where the
I don't
aliens
know.
are, Jackson? Like in Pacific Rim?
yeah, yes.
Then we pissed them off. They're obviously fine down there at the moment.
Yeah,
They
but
don't
we get
wanna
a
hurt
jump
us.
start. We
Then we're
strike
the
first.
aliens. We're the
Jackson,
evil aliens in their
preemptive
blockbuster
strike.
movies. Oh, you guys are fucked up. They're living peacefully down there, chilling with our fish creatures. The creatures down there are actually pretty alien, so it wouldn't surprise me if there was a civilization down there of
Look,
alien
we need to
folk.
kill Aquaman. All right.
Yeah,
He's a
nuke the
threat.
ocean. Yeah.
He has weapons of mass destruction, and he's about to use them against us, Jackson. So I think we need to start a
Wait,
militarized
Aquaman's
operation
got his
against
own
them.
nukes?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they've been
yeah.
Yeah, they're
militarizing
made
for
out of
years.
sardine
Oh my
oil.
God.
Yeah.
The Mariana Trench is just full of fish factories preparing weapons of mass destruction.
Everyone needs a nuke.
fucking
Then we
horrifying.
won't nuke each other. Duh.
I just want to nuke stuff, man. I just want to nuke stuff and see what happens, Jackson. That's all. I want to nuke the moon. I want to nuke the Marianas Trench. I want to nuke volcanoes.
Do you think humanity as a collective, like resource and all of our man effort, do you think we could blow up the entire Earth if we wanted to?
Oh, easy.
yeah.
What do you mean? The
Easy,
nukes
yeah.
alone could do that. Like
You
every,
sure?
I think it's like America and Russia has enough nukes to destroy like every planet in the system with nukes.
If you put all the
I don't
nukes
know,
in the
man.
volcanoes,
Earth's
then yeah.
pretty fucking massive. I'm saying we, in one explosion, just completely destroy
Oh.
the entire planet.
A
Well,
single
you gotta get
explosion.
into the core.
Well,
You gotta
yeah,
get to the core.
one big super explosion to like imagine the Earth was a bomb, turn the planet into a bomb. Could we do it?
Yeah.
Do we have enough
We gotta
resources
get to
and
the core.
manpower?
Like I said,
I don't
if
think
we can get
so.
to the core, I think we can do it.
Maybe.
No, but we
I
can't
think
get
it'd
to
be
the
easy.
core.
You just drop some water down there or something.
Like,
Oh,
the
extinguish
most
it.
effort we've ever been.
Yeah, be careful. That almost went off.
Extinguish the core. But no, like mankind, all in all, is very, very humble and powerless. Like, No, we'd have to sit around, Jackson, and wait for a meteor.
We need to recruit the fish
strike
people
us.
then to help us on our quest to destroy Earth.
They're the only ones that can do it.
They have the
need to-
technology down there.
We need to nuclear strike them first, as I've been saying.
And they're closer to the core as well. They're probably already digging to the core. Those sons of bitches. Getting a jump
You guys
start on
notice
us.
that saying that says we know less about the depths of the ocean than we do about outer space, and it always sounds like misinformation. I don't know if that's true.
It's
It
not
is
true.
to
We
a
know
degree.
way more about the ocean.
It's much easier to look at outer space than it is the ocean. You just slap some telescopes out there.
No, that's not true.
Yeah,
James
it is.
Cameron's been down there at least 3 times.
Yeah, but
James Cameron actually has the record for going the
Yep.
deepest or something. It's crazy.
yeah, James Cameron's fucking
He
awesome.
loves it. All we
the-
need to do is just ask him what the ocean is like, and he'll tell us in
The
detail.
whole point
He's
is
fine.
that if you want to look at space, you look through a telescope and you're done. But if you want to look at the ocean, you have to go down there, and it's like gets way harder the further you go.
Have you even seen a telescope? Telescopes aren't common.
Yeah, that sounds very diminishing to astrologists. Say, oh, just look through the telescope.
Have we ever even
don't
been
know.
to the
I don't know
bottom
if
of
they-
the Mariana Trench?
Yeah.
I wish.
James
Yeah.
Cameron went close, I think.
I don't think he ever reached the actual bottom.
Well, no, I don't think so either.
Yeah, I don't think anything has.
I can't believe he himself went down there
I
and
know.
did that.
I respect
Would
it. That's
you?
great.
Okay, how
Fuck
much
no,
money for you
no.
guys to go?
No.
What? I would love to. Are you kidding me?
I did a stream lately with Frederick, who we had on the show, because we were talking about, we were doing like a thing on naval boats, and it reaffirmed my fears that I never want to go on a submarine, ever. I can't think of anything more scary.
Wait, no, that's a wartime submarine. I'm sure
Just
you
in
can get, like, a
general, I
nice
can't think of a more
Lamborghini of
terrifying
submarines.
environment than being trapped in a submarine. If one thing
I-
goes
look,
wrong, you are
space
all
is-
dead.
Space is the exact same. Space is the exact
Yeah.
same, and I think space is more dangerous.
Space, yeah, I guess space.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I wouldn't go to
Jackson,
space
I'd
either.
rather be
They're
in a
both bad.
tiny little submarine, like the ones you see in cartoons, where it's a little tiny robot submarine.
Yeah, you gotta
With just
pedal
you.
your feet to energize it.
Yeah, yeah, basically. I'd rather be in one of those I don't know. I don't want to get thousands of tons of water, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to get crushed.
Yeah, but they're built for it. It's fine. It'll hold.
So are planes, but they still blow up.
Shit, you're right.
Nope, can't argue with that. You've got a point.
hmm
Well, that
Should we wrap?
ends the debate.
Yeah,
Should we
probably.
wrap on that depressing
think
note?
we
Sorry to hit
should,
you
yeah.
with such a truth bomb at the end there.
Yeah, I'm depressed now. This has been a depressing episode. I feel like my emotions have been all over the place. Alrighty. Thank you everyone for listening to this episode of the official podcast. I don't even know what the fuck we talked about this entire time. What do we name this episode?
Isn't that the best thing,
know.
though, when we're so engaged that we just kind of flow?
Give it a title that doesn't relate, but it's really eye-catching.
Jackson is a Redditor.
Not
That's pretty good.
That's going. That's it. I did it.
That's the one.
no, that's mean.
Yeah, don't diminish me. Don't.
Yeah,
I don't want that out there in permanent record.
yeah. Jackson never
Yeah,
hurt
makes
children.
sense.
That's just mean.
All right. Thanks everyone. Jesus. What is it? Patreon.com/theofficialpodcast for bonus episodes. Head on over there. Check it out. You might like it. I don't know. Who knows? Go check it out. Kaya, do you have any reviews for us today?
I sure do, buddy.
Go for it.
I just loaded the page. Hey, it's all
can-
5
we can
stars.
cut this
Fuck
out.
yeah. Goose bumping for life says a
Good
smoking
name.
hot show. Yeah, he says on the topic of Billy Mitchell. Was at a retro game festival around 2 years ago, and holy crap, did that guy walk around that place like people admired a cheater. All right. Well,
Sounds like Billy Mitchell, yeah.
Thanks for the 5 stars.
I'm sorry, I'm so sleepy. I just want to go back to bed.
Did you get wait before we end the episode? Did you guys see all of the fucking comments last week about how we don't know anything about boxing and we're fucking stupid idiot brains for insulting boxing because it's a real combat sport?
No.
I said that during the episode. That's exactly what people always say.
Yeah, I mean,
if you have to defend your sport like you just don't get it, it's probably a shitty sport. No one says that about football or basketball or like another staple sport. No one has to defend it like, no, you just don't get basketball or football.
It's gotten to the point literally no matter what we talk about on this show, there will be a small group that goes, they don't know anything about blank. They're just stupid talking. It does not matter. None of it matters. I don't read any of that shit anymore.
It was just funny to me considering that we basically just said it was boring to watch, and we're valid in feeling that way. We don't need an essay on why it's not boring to watch because it doesn't change our opinions because it was boring to watch. We were there. It was boring.
Yep.
Can we talk about how we recorded a paywalled private episode on Patreon and Discord, and 10 minutes later, it gets leaked out to Kiwi Farms, and 20 minutes later, I have a Dream fan in my DMs whining at me that we were mean to him.
Yeah, whichever one of you douchebags in here is recording our shit will find you.
Yeah.
And we're telling your boss.
And we're going to ask you politely to stop.
No, God,
it's fine. You motherfucker. You're probably listening right now. You're probably recording this right now.
Yeah.
But...
You dirty little man.
You know what? To make sure we get the culprit, I'm server muting Jackson. There.
That'll lure him out.
I do appreciate that you only posted the 10 minutes where we talked about Dream, because apparently that's the important part of our podcast. Us saying that he's fat. Thank you. So there we go.
It was also confirmed that that wasn't Dream, so...
All right.
Great.
That sounds like Kiwi Farms.
Yeah. People doxing can eat my dick. All right, thanks, everyone.
People doxing can eat all of our dicks, and people being mad that their favorite content creators fats can also eat all of our dicks. I
just said he wasn't. It was confirmed that it was...
No,
wrong.
then
anyway,
but Jackson, then it was reconfirmed that he's fat.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.